O Lord Almighty, God of Israel, the soul in anguish of troubled spirit, crieth unto thee. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and have pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee. For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites, and of their children, which have sinned before thee, and not hearkened unto the voice of thee their God, for the which cause these plagues cleave unto us. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. For thou art the Lord our God, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name, and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquities of our forefathers, that sinned before thee. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, but thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom. The Whitney Plantation in Edgar, Louisiana, stands as a haunting reminder of the brutality and dehumanization endured by enslaved people in the United States. Founded in 1752 by Ambrose Haydel, this plantation, stretching across more than 1,700 acres, has been meticulously preserved to bear witness to its grim history. Primarily a sugar plantation, Whitney's lush fields marks a harrowing reality. By 1860, it is officially documented that several hundred enslaved men, women, and children were subjected to relentless, backbreaking labor. But the undocumented numbers of persons impacted by these plantations are unknown. From dawn to dusk, their lives were governed by the demands of the sugar mill, a place synonymous with extreme physical exhaustion and suffering. The big house, slave cabins, and other structures, which still stand today, echo with the silent screams of those who toiled and perished there. The plantation is a site of profound dehumanization. Enslaved individuals were stripped of their identities, listed alongside livestock and inventory, reduced to mere property, and regarded as commodities. Families were torn apart, and basic human dignity was systematically denied. The brutality extended beyond physical labor to psychological torment, as enslaved people faced constant threats of violence and separation from loved ones. Today, Whitney Plantation serves as a solemn museum, dedicated to telling the often overlooked stories of those who suffered and survived under its oppressive regime. The site features numerous memorials and exhibits, including life-size statues of enslaved children, oral histories, and poignant memorials. These elements are designed to provide a visceral understanding of the horrors of slavery, ensuring that the voices of the enslaved are heard and remembered. However, it is noteworthy that some of the museum's tour guides and operators are of European descent. While it is understandable that the museum must function as a business entity, it is disconcerting that the descendants of the formerly enslaved are required to pay fees to visit the very site where their ancestors endured captivity, trafficking, rape, murder, and medical experimentation. Additionally, it is troubling for those visitors to be guided by personnel who resemble the former owners of such an operation. This juxtaposition raises critical questions about the sensitivity and psychological impact of such practices. This practice, although perhaps necessary for the financial viability of the museum, raises critical questions about the institution's sensitivity to the psychological ramifications for those whose families experience such profound atrocities. The juxtapositions of commercial operations with the solemn responsibility of commemorating such immense suffering highlights the intricate and often painful legacy of slavery in the United States. The Whitney Plantation is not just a historical site, but a place of reflection and mourning. It compels visitors to confront the deep scars of slavery and the enduring impact of dehumanization. It is a reminder of the plight of those who endured unimaginable hardships and its impact on their progeny.